Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Lounging with Lisa, the video series that has me lounging while coming at you in a rather large sweatshirt. With thoughts of the day. I'm just checking in. It's not very attractive out today. There's a lot of dark clouds in the area and so on and so forth. Why does this seem like, I don't know, it's too close or something? It's one of my community news shirts, Lisa's Rants and Raves. You see that? Anyhow, just still tracking the hurricane. Not a whole lot to report right now. Although I looked at an interesting video this morning. It was by somebody called a YouTube channel called Atheism is Unstoppable. Perhaps some of you are familiar with it. It was real cute, but the guy who runs it was taking that Dave Rubin to task. I don't know a lot about this Dave Rubin person, but evidently he's a little bit controversial because he used to be, okay, alright, this is final. He used to be, I think more of a lefty or something, and then he sort of drifted center, maybe right. Some were saying he did it for money. Okay, it doesn't matter. I don't know much about Dave Rubin, so I'm not here to say either way, one way or the other. One way or the other. I am just going to talk about the word atheism because I think there's some confusion, because the gentleman who runs that website was then showing this Rubin individual talking to Anna Kasparian of the Young Turks. And she seemed real confused on atheism. I don't get it. It's not that difficult of a definition. But I see this a lot, where people are sort of afraid to say, and really nobody should have to say I'm an atheist. It's like saying, I don't know, what would it be like saying, I don't believe in that circling teapot, the flying teapot. There's a teapot that's supposedly orbiting. I forget who came up with that. One of the philosophers, I believe. I don't remember. I know Richard will tell me. It's like having to identify yourself as something that, based on what you don't believe, it seems weird to me. But anyhow, Anna Kasparian was saying, I don't know, I just don't feel right about, coming totally out and saying she always says right after everything. I'll try to do her. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do her. Yeah, here's the thing. I don't know, right, about, I feel a little bit weird totally saying I'm an atheist, right? So I just feel I'm more comfortable with it because I really can't say there's no such thing, right? No, wrong, Anna. Let me just break this down for people. First of all, it kind of upsets me or it doesn't really upset me, but here's the bottom line. Okay, if an atheist is someone who does not believe in any gods, period. That is the end of the definition. No belief in a god. Okay, God of the Bible, God of the Bhagavad Gita, I don't know, whatever. I don't even know if there's any gods in that. But, you know what I'm saying? A lack of a belief in God. They don't believe. The key word is believe, ladies and gentlemen. Then an agnostic, with the root word being gnostic, which means knowledge. So that means I don't know if there is or isn't a God. And generally, the agnostic lives his or her life as if there's not a God. Therefore, most of your agnostics are also atheists. Correct me if I'm wrong. Richard! Richard's my go-to person for my atheism discussions, I guess. But honest to Pete, it's not that difficult. Atheism means you lack a belief in a deity, in a God. Agnosticism means you don't know if there is or isn't one. Some, many, any. So that's the story, and I just thought I would come at you wildly with that little definition. I'm sure most of you realize that, but there might be some who don't realize that. Evidently, Anna Kasparian doesn't realize that. And I know, I used to be a Young Turk fan back in the day. Jank always says, I'm agnostic, so blah, blah, blah. I'm agnostic, so blah, blah, blah. Just, go all the way with it, Jank. Most people who don't know one way or another don't really live their lives as if there is one, or they don't really believe in one then. I don't know. A lot of people think that agnosticism is like atheism light, and they aren't as die hard as atheists or something, and it's really not the truth. I don't know, those two words are kind of upsetting, I guess, in a way. I honestly don't really think that people should have to not define themselves, but define non-belief. It seems weird to me. But, a lot of things seem weird to me because, let's face it, ladies and gentlemen, I run a little weird, okay? But it just seems different that you would have to come out and say that. Who is it? One of the philosopher types, Sam Harris, I think it is. Yeah, Sam Harris is the neuroscientist, right? Well, anyhow, I listened to a lot of his things. Like he did that Four Horsemen deal with Christopher Hitchens and Daniel Dennett, Sam Harris, and Richard Dawkins. My phone's ringing. I'm going to pause. Oh, my God. Wait, I didn't pause yet. It quit ringing as soon as I got the darn pause to work. Anyhow. Where was I? Oh, Sam. Yeah, he said something about... And I know Sam Harris gets a bad name for some reason. I don't know why, really. A lot of people can't stand him. Okay, well... Okay, he said something along the lines of... it's like having to wake up and say, I'm not an astrologer. Or something. Like when you wake up and say, oh, I'm an atheist and I'm not an astrologer. Is it astrology or astronomy? I always get confused on those two things, but whatever it is. Okay. Boy, this is really going well, isn't it, ladies and gentlemen? I'm a little cranky today because, I can't help but notice I got a little thick in the middle in the last few months, and I had lost 12 pounds. And it seems like, I'm a woman, last time I checked. And, I'm 53, and I had a hysterectomy, a full hysterectomy. And after that, of course, you're thrown into menopause then. I'm so sure. Just to give those of you who don't know a little bit of background on menopause. But a lot of ladies complain about the midriff getting a little heavier. The rest of them's good. Like, my arms are chubby. They always have been, and I'm a little shy about them, I'm sure. But, the rest of me isn't that bad, is what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen. But I'm getting thick in the middle again, and so today I decided I better... it's getting to be fall. I'm going to have to wear jeans and stuff, and... Last year at this time, my jeans were quite a bit looser in the middle. The legs are still good. It's just that middle. Darn it. So I'm really going to have to start working on that again. I think what I will do... Well, first of all, my son gave Perpetual and me each a Fitbit. Oh my God, that was fun. We used to compare notes. He'd get home and immediately whip his arm around dramatically and tell me he took, 49,000 steps today and burnt 12 million calories or something. We'd have a contest, but... That was funny, but his Fitbit gave up the ghost, and my Fitbit thinks that I gave up the ghost, because I took it off once to take a shower, and I never put it back on. So I think I might get back into that, or, something. I have one of those deals that goes like this, and you stand on it, and you can, twist around and exercise. I don't know what they're called. Mom got it for me. So I have to just move around a little bit and give up as much. See, I got in the habit of eating more toast than I should, ladies and gentlemen, for breakfast. I just love it so, but I'm going to have to not love it so. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to gently yet effectively sort of wait on that. Work on that collection of extra fat in my midriff, in my middle. That shouldn't be too bad. I mean, I have to work at it, but it's not the end of the world. So I know a lot of people struggle with weight. I always have. I've always been one that... Remember I said when I went into that detox situation and I got out, I was real thin, like 140. For me, that's good. I mean, that's weight. That's not good. It's too thin. I'm good from 150 to 162-ish. Believe it or not. With 150 even looking a little... Because I'm large, you know what I mean? I have the larger... They say larger bones. I'm not sure if that's really true, but I don't have a real tiny frame. You know what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen? So, anyhow, I don't know if men even worry about this stuff. I mean... I suppose that when they get to be in their 40s, they start to collect a little weight in the middle too, but I think that ladies are almost kind of obsessed with it. And I'm a little upset with myself because it just seemed to creep up on me. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's what I'll be looking forward to. I'll be coming at you real cranky for lack of toast. Not really. All right, well, I guess that's all. I mean, this is almost 10 minutes of, atheism and agnosticism defined. And I've gained weight in my middle. And Penn Jillette lost 100 pounds. Maybe I should do like he did. All I know is that for a month or two or something, he went on some bizarre thing where he ate one food item, I guess you'd say. And he chose potatoes because you can do it in a variety of ways. Like you can have mashed, you can have baked, you can have French fries, potato chips, whatever. And I guess you load up on those, and then I don't know what the next step is, but all I know is there's a strange bug just hit me in the head. So, yeah, I might, I'm just going to cut out bread. I mean, it's that easy, or at least cut down on the bread, ladies and gentlemen, and move around a little bit more. I got to quit lounging so much. Jeez. Okay, Lounging with Lisa, the video series that has me lounging while coming at you thoughts of the day. Please join me, join others. Drop your political party. Or, no, wait a minute. Drop your political identity. Oh, I don't even know what I'm saying now. And leave your labels at the door, please. Excuse me, I'm really out of it today. I'm not sure why. Maybe it's the realization that I'm fat. Love you.